Good morning, students. I hope you are all well. Okay. Previous video that I sent to you, there was some mix-up in that. So I'm making this video again in order to start the chapter. So we are going to start new chapter triangles from today onwards. Okay. So we will start first of all with the introduction of the triangle. In this video, we will only discuss about the introduction of the triangles. So what are triangles? Triangles are polygons with three sides. Okay. Triangles are polygons with three sides. There are exactly three sides of each and every triangle. There are three sides and three interior angles, three vertices. Okay. Sum of all the interior angle is 180 degree. Sum of all the exterior angle is 360 degree. Angle is 360 degree. Okay. Sum of all the exterior angle for any polygon is always 360 degree, as you have learned in your earlier classes. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about types of triangles on the basis of interior angles. Okay. So on the basis of interior angles, we have three types of triangles. First type of the triangle will be uh, acute angled triangle. So what kind of triangle is it? In this triangle, all the interior angles are less than 90 degree. All the angles are less than 90 degree. Okay. You can draw its figure as well. This is an acute angle triangle. All the interior angles are less than 90. Next is second one. It will be your right angle triangle. In mathematics, what is a right angle? Yes, it is a 90-degree angle. So any triangle which have any one angle as right angle is called right angle triangle. Any one angle of this triangle is equals to 90 degree. Therefore, it is called right angle triangle. And once again, we can draw its figure. You can name the sides as well. A, B, C. Let's name this P, Q, R. Here, angle Q is 90 degree. In this triangle, angle A, angle B, and angle C were all less than 90 degree. In this triangle, angle Q is equal to 90 degree. Angle P and angle R are both acute angles, are both less than 90 degree. Now third will be our obtuse angle triangle. So what kind of triangle is obtuse angle triangle? If one of its interior angle is greater than 90 degree. One of its interior angle lie between 180 degree and 90 degree, then it will be called an obtuse angle triangle. Okay, figure will be like this. PQR, let's take X, Y, Z. Here, angle Y is greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. Angle X and angle Z are both less than 90 degree. Okay, so in this manner we have classified triangles in three parts based on its angle. Next, we are going to classify triangles in three parts based on its length of sides. Okay. Under this classification, first type of triangle that we have is scalene triangle. Okay. It is also pronounced as scalene. Okay. Scalene triangle. So, scalene triangle, what is it? If none of the sides are equal, then the triangle is called scalene triangle. In this triangle, of its sides are equal. Okay, this can be an obtuse, acute, right angle triangle, it doesn't matter, but none of its sides are equal. Okay, so something like this. This will be an scalene triangle. Okay, once again, A, B, C. Second one, let's talk about the next one. Next one is if two sides of a triangle are equal, then it will be called an, yes, isosceles triangle. Length of two sides is exactly equal. Is equal. So in this case, this kind of triangle is called isosceles triangle. Mm, P, Q, R. Here lengths PQ and PR are equal to each other. Lengths PQ and PR are equal to each other. So this is called an isosceles triangle. Two of its length are equal to each other. So it is called an isosceles triangle. And third one, yes, third one is equilateral triangle. Good. You remember some from your previous classes. So what will be an equilateral triangle? All of its sides are equal. All of its sides are equal. Okay. So how will one more thing about equilateral triangle? All the interior angles of equilateral triangle are 60 degrees. Okay. So there is two things that we need to remember about an equilateral triangle. All the interior angles are equal to 360 degrees. So in this triangle, length xy is equals to length yz is equals to length zx. Okay. And now we have discussed the classification of triangles. Next we are going to discuss about some terms related to triangles. Okay. The first term that we are terms associated with triangles. The first term that we are going to discuss is perpendicular. Okay. Some of you might already know if sorry, if two lines make a right angle with each other, if two lines or line segments or rays or one line one ray, anything like that, if two lines make a right angle with each other, then they are called perpendicular to each other. So what happens in triangles? If two sides of a triangle are make right angle with each other, then both of these sides are called, then that sides are called perpendicular sides. Okay. There is one more thing. Perpendicular can be drawn from the opposite vertex as well. So how is that? Let us write it down. Line drawn from any of the vertex of a triangle. Line drawn from any of the vertex of a triangle, which makes an angle of which makes an angle of 90 degree with the opposite side. Okay, so this is called perpendicular of a triangle. Okay, so let us draw it, understand it with drawing a figure. Suppose this is my triangle. I have taken an scalar triangle A, B, C. So let's see, perpendicular from A. This is perpendicular from A. Then we will have a perpendicular from point C as well. And finally, perpendicular from point B. Okay. So let's say perpendicular from point A is AN. Perpendicular from point B is BN. Perpendicular from point C is CMNO. CO. Okay. This angle here is 90 degree. This angle O is 90 degree. This angle N is 90 degree. So as you can all see, the point of intersection, all three perpendicular meet at the same. All three perpendiculars meet at the same point. This point of intersection of all these three perpendiculars, listen carefully what I am saying. This point of intersection of all these three perpendiculars is called orthocenter. So what is an orthocenter? It is the point of intersection of all three perpendiculars of a triangle. So what is an orthocenter? It is the point of intersection of all three perpendiculars of a triangle. Okay. Let's see next. Next, we are going to talk about median. Let me shift angle bisector a bit below and median a bit above. So let us discuss about median. What is a median? Median is a line segment which divides a triangle into two equal parts of equal area. Okay. Actually, the definition of the median is a line segment passing through a vertex of a triangle which divides a triangle into two parts of equal area. That is better definition of median, but the definition of median that we are discussing right now is something else. Okay, we are using median, we are discussing median on the basis of its application. Its application is it divides opposite side into two equal parts. So median, a line from vertex which bisects the opposite side. It is a line from vertex which bisects. What does bisect mean? Dividing into two equal parts. which bisects the opposite side. Okay, this is what a median is. Okay, so once again, let us draw a triangle and understand. Once again, I am making an acute angle triangle. It is also a scalar triangle. You can also try to make an obtuse angle triangle or right angle triangle. You will, once you do that, you will understand this much better. Okay, so this is triangle ABC. Let us draw medians. So midpoint of BC is somewhere here, midpoint of AB is somewhere here, and midpoint of AC is somewhere here. Okay, they may not be the exact midpoint. As I draw it more, I will get more carefully. Okay. Now once again, let's name them AM, BN, and CO. Once again, you can see that the medians, see, AM, this line AM is the median. That means BM part is equals to MC part. In the same manner, AO line segment is equals to OB, and AN is equals to NC. Okay, what is this median do? It is dividing the line segment into two equal parts. Okay, opposite line segment. Now, what is happening here is all these three medians are meeting at the same point. This point is called central. Okay, so let us write down is centroid is point of intersection of all three medians of a triangle. Centroid is point of intersection of all three medians of a triangle. Fine. Okay, let's move on. Next is angle bisector. Let me move perpendicular bisector a bit below. Fourth one we'll discuss about perpendicular bisector, but next one is angle bisector. Angle bisector you can gather easily. What is an angle bisector? It divides an angle into two equal parts. Okay. So angle bisector is a line segment which divides the interior angle of a triangle into two parts, into two equal parts. Okay, this is what an angle bisector is. Okay, so once again, on drawing a figure, this is angle bisector right here. This angle is bisector in this manner, and finally, this angle is bisector. Okay, you can also use mathematical tools like compass and scale in order to draw angle bisectors of any given triangle. You will always see that angle bisector, like median, like orthocenter, angle bisectors also intersect at the same point. This point is called in center. This point is called in center of the triangle. What is in center of the triangle? It is a point on which all three angle bisectors intersect. angle bisectors of a triangle intersect. Okay, so this is an angle bisector. Now moving on, last topic for today is perpendicular bisector. So perpendicular bisector can be called as the combination of median and perpendicular, but it is once again not related to median and perpendicular in such a manner. For any line segment, as you might recall, a perpendicular bisector is a line which bisects the line as well as that is perpendicular to the line. That means there is a line segment. For a line segment, if there is a line which divides that line segment into two equal parts, this part and this part both are equal, plus makes a right angle with the line. This is the 90-degree angle, right angle with the line. Then that line is called perpendicular bisector. Okay, so let's see. So what does it mean in sense of triangle? For a triangle, line dividing any sides of a triangle into two equal parts. Sorry, line bisecting any side of the triangle and is perpendicular to it. Perpendicular bisector is a line which bisects bisects the sides of the triangle, which bisects the sides of the triangle and is perpendicular to it. Okay. Out of all the four that we have discussed, perpendicular, median, angle bisector, and perpendicular bisector, out of all these four, perpendicular bisector is the only type of line segment which does not necessarily pass through the vertex of a triangle. See, all other fours, median, perpendicular, and angle bisector were passing through vertex of a triangle. But that is not necessarily the case in the case of perpendicular bisector. It may or may not pass through the vertex of the triangle. Okay. So once again, let me draw a triangle for you. This is a triangle. Okay, and let us now draw perpendicular bisectors. Okay, so this somewhere here is a midpoint. So this will be perpendicular bisector. For this triangle, this somewhere here will be the midpoint. So perpendicular bisector is like this. And finally, I missed it. Let me focus it on again. This 90 degrees somewhere. This is right angle. And lastly, yes. Okay, so this is perpendicular bisector. Let me name the triangle A, B, C, and it has three perpendicular bisectors. Let me name the lines itself. Okay, let us name them P, Q, and R. So P is perpendicular bisector for AB, Q is perpendicular bisector for BC, and R is perpendicular bisector for AC. Okay, this angle here is 90 degree, this is 90 degree, this angle here is 90 degree. And as you all see, once again, there is a point of intersection of all these perpendicular bisectors. This point is called the circumcenter of the triangle. This point is called the circumcenter of the triangle. So what is a circumcenter? It is a point at which all three perpendicular bisector intersect. is a point on which all three perpendicular bisectors of a triangle intersect. It is a point on which all three perpendicular bisectors of a triangle intersect. Okay. One more thing, a perpendicular bisector of a triangle may or may not lie inside the triangle. But circumcenter of the triangle may or may not lie inside the triangle. Okay. Similarly, orthocenter of a triangle may or may not lie inside the triangle. It can also lie on the triangle as well as outside the triangle. Same with the perpendicular bisector. Angle bisectors and median. Those are centroid and in center. Centroid and in center of a triangle always lie inside the triangle. See, point of intersection of medians and point of intersection of angle bisector lie inside the triangle. Okay. So with that note, thank you for your time. Have a nice day.